This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1, and it reads, Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto the house of Israel. Verse 2, Thus saith the Lord, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Verse 3, For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. Verse 4, They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Bakak, Kudash, Brakatam. Double honor shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone to continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims, a great millstone, and like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwards, who are continuously learning in silence as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right. So I'm going to reread Jeremiah 10 and 2. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Salakia. So that's going to be the title of this blessed lesson today. Learn not the way of the heathen. Okay? Because the 2/3 Jakes out there are so hell-bent on observing these wicked and unholy holidays that are heathenistic, if there's even such a word. All right? So for those who are not in the know, Jeremiah 10 and 3, I'm going to read it again. For the customs of the people are vain. All right? So in other words, this is for nothing that you're doing and observing. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. Verse 4, They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. So, simple question. What would this describe? What holiday, so-called holiday, which is not a holiday, because the word holiday, the word holy is in that word within the word. Well, Christmas, point blank. Christmas. Got the Christmas tree. You got the decorations, a star put on top of the tree, the gifts underneath the tree. All right. These are heathen customs. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Mashiach never once ordained such a holiday. All right. And as a matter of fact, these customs were of Babylon and King Nimrod back in those days. All right. And like I said, you 2/3 Jakes are so hell-bent on breaking your necks, going holiday shopping for Christmas presents with money that you guys simply don't have. And y'all hell-bent on going to Walmart and getting that big butterball turkey and all the trimmings and all of that for a Thanksgiving holiday that, again, the Lord had no dealings with whatsoever. And again, Thanksgiving is simply about the pilgrims when they invaded this country when the northern countries ruled. What did they do? They damn near exterminated the, so-called Native American tribes, Gad and Reuben, okay? Along with the Seminoles, okay? And especially, with Monday, Thanksgiving football, NFL football, Thursday night football for Thanksgiving. And guess what? Those wicked Edomites decapitated the northern tribes' heads and kicked those heads as a soccer ball, okay, for sport. That's where you get the Thursday Thanksgiving NFL football games. I no longer watch those games. I really don't. All right. So moving on to Amos 5:20, it reads, "Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even even very dark and no brightness in it?" Verse 21, and here's the point. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay? So the Lord told Amos that he despise your, meaning you heathens, feast days. All right? So you're doing something, and I'm talking to you 2/3 Jakes, that's offensive to the Lord. And y'all know, a lot of y'all know this. Y'all been told this in the past, but y'all, you know what, I'm going to still do it anyway. It's tradition. This been done since my grandmama and their grandmama and their grandmama and grandmama, mama. All right. See where that's going to get your behinds. All right. And we go to Jeremiah 6:19, and it reads, "Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it." And didn't I just mention that? How you 2/3 reject the words of the law of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Verse 20, "To what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me." Verse 21, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish." Woo! So that's going to be the end all be all for you wicked 2/3 that still hell bent on participating in these wicked, unholy holidays. Y'all going to be perished for this. All right? Killed, point blank. And again, this is why, a previous lesson that I did about the Lord is shutting it down. He's shutting down Babylon. And at the right time, during these so-called holiday seasons for you heathens. He's disrupting your travelings as far as airfare, aviation. He's disrupting your food supply with the denial of your SNAP benefits. All right? So these are the results. And in the process, people are getting killed. They're perishing. All right? And as a matter of fact, there was a video, and I meant to cue it up, but this brother, Philip Scott, he had a TSA agent on his show that was giving warning to people not to fly during this time. Like I said, I wish I would have queued up that video. But basically, what's happening is those TSA agents, they're either quitting or calling out, just like those air traffic controllers, because they got to live. They got to eat. They got to pay their rents or their mortgages. They got to feed their families. But wicked Esau is still expected them to go to work and not get a paycheck. So what do you think is happening in their mindsets? Their morale is low. So they're not going to be into their jobs like they usually would do, because they're not seeing any money in their pockets. And it's going to be a domino effect. And this is where the slack of the hand, according to biblical scripture, comes in. And you're going to see death and destruction, all right, due to the slack of the hand. Y'all heard? So that's my lesson for today. You 2/3, you better learn not the ways of the heathen and continue to celebrate their wicked festivities, because death will be knocking at the door very soon. Y'all heard? So all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Makak, Kodash, Brakatam, Kwam, Yasharala, Rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.